So I've wanted to record this video for the longest time, and of course, when you're looking for the right time, there's never a right time. So this is more of a reflection on something that happened at least about 10 years ago, and this is when I was teaching at the local universities here. And at one of the colleges that I was teaching at, I was invited to speak at an interfaith event. And some of my students attended with me, and we're sitting at the same table. And it was the two of us guest speakers who were of the Muslim faith. And I forgot if I spoke first or the other person spoke first, but it was about our journey, in our faith. One thing that actually the person said, and mind you, this is a Muslim person, I strongly disagreed with. And this person said, it doesn't matter what religion you follow, we're all leading to the same God, right? And the person even used a metaphorical example and said, pretend that you are, or it is like we are in a field of oil and we're all digging in different spots, and ultimately we will all reach the same point, and that's the oil that we're looking for. I disagreed. I believe that every person, not just Muslims, every person who follows their religion faithfully and with conviction, they have to believe that they are on the right path and others aren't. Because if you're inviting someone to your religion, you cannot invite them to something that is similar to theirs, right? And you have to invite them to something that you feel genuinely is better, right? And in this case, it's religion. So one of my students, asked me and said, "Professor, do you agree?" And I looked and I said, "I don't." And she said, "I don't either." And she's Christian. And I was so happy. And I was so happy for so many different reasons. I was so happy that I, as a Muslim, disagreed with another Muslim on something that I believe it's one of the foundations in faith. You have to believe in something strongly, again, because if you're not convicted with your belief, that means you could be jumping religions every other day, right? You could be, as they call them, religion shopping, and look for the easier one, because hey, if we're all the same, you'll be foolish to look for the hard one, right? And if yours is hard to follow, then you know what, look for an easier one. So if you strongly believe in your religion, you have to believe that your religion is different. The least you have to think is yours is different than others. Now, personally, I believe, and this is why I follow my religion, that I am on the right path. I pray for everyone to be on the right path, including myself, right? But at least I believe that I am on the right path, and I don't believe my religion is exactly the same as others. Now, this is not to say that we don't have similarities. We do. And we should celebrate those similarities, but we also have differences, and we have to respect those differences, right? Because for me, a lot of people, I think they confuse two things: respect and compromise. Respecting another religion is a must. Compromising your own is a no-no, at least for me, right? So when that student said, "I don't agree with what this person is saying," I was so happy. I said, look at it. At this moment, at that very moment, I was so proud to strongly and faithfully disagree with a Muslim and strongly and faithfully agree with a Christian. I respect that student. That student had respect for me. Actually, that student, and this is, again, it goes to say what that person was thinking about her own religion. She gave me the Bible in Arabic. That's because she strongly believed that, you know what, she is on the right path. And just like anybody else who cares about other people, she felt that she would give the Bible, to me in Arabic, because I was teaching them Arabic at the college. So the message is, you have to learn the difference between respecting other religions and compromising your own. Absolutely, respect other religions. I have a number of non-Muslim friends. I respect them. I believe we have good relationships. But at no time do I lie to them and say, my religion is exactly the same as yours? My religion and all religions are different. They're not exactly the same, and we have to respect that. The second point that I want to mention, which goes with the compromise, at a different occasion, I was standing and talking to different people of different faiths, and it just happened that they were in agreement about one topic, and I hold strong belief based on my religion, which does not line up with their opinions. I just excused myself from that conversation. I just said, excuse me, I have to leave. And we continued to be friends, but I just walked away because I knew that I was not going to change their minds. They were not going to change my mind. So the best thing was for me just to walk away, and I did that. And that's something that we have to learn. If you don't agree with others in specific topics, you don't always have to turn it into an argument. Conversation, absolutely, but you have to understand there are certain things that might be carried in a conversation way or conversational way, and there are times that it could turn into an argument, and it will not be fruitful. So that's when you walk away or change the topic. So that was the day, in conclusion, that was a day when I was very proud and happy to disagree with a Muslim and agree with a Christian.